Montgomery with the Preservation and Design Studio, and we are hiring. I was expecting to present you with something entirely new and existential. Then I heard from an Oklahoma architect who went to New York City, to the AIA convention, and went to a session where preservation tax credits came up. This architect was one of two in the room that had heard of preservation tax credits before. So on the off chance that some in Oklahoma have not heard of them, I decided to go with what I know, existential but not so new. Federal and state historic preservation tax credits have been used for iconic buildings in Oklahoma City. 2007, Skirvin Hotel and Conference Center, $60 million, 195,000 square feet. 2015, Milk Bottle Building, $74,000, 400 square feet. The federal preservation tax credits established 1976, modified 1986 and 2017, provide 20% of the project's qualified rehabilitation expenditures, QREs, back to the owner in tax credits. Around the country, tax credit projects are on par with those in Oklahoma and in the statistics. Most U.S. states and territories have adopted state preservation tax credits. Oklahoma state tax credits were enacted in 2000 and matched the federal credits at 20% of a project's QREs for a total of 40% tax credits for every certified tax credit project. Federal and state preservation tax credits are at work in Oklahoma cities, towns, and countryside. Here, two affordable apartment projects. 2017, Aldridge Hotel Apartments, McAllister, $12.5 million, 66 units, 82,000 square feet. And 2017, Dunbar School, Atoka, $613,000, 5,000 square feet, 4 apartments and amenity space for nearby newly built residences. Both the Aldridge and this project are large historic hotels converted into senior apartments, and both are second time around preservation tax credit projects, combined with affordable housing tax credits. 2016, Will Rogers Hotel Apartments, $6.1 million, 64,000 square feet, 38 apartments. Listed on the National Register in 1998, Automobile Alley Historic District has used tax credits repeatedly. 15 years, 10 Broadway Boulevard buildings, some here in blue, and about $10 million in private investment. In red, about 10 years ago, Plaza Court, Midtown Renaissance began their work in the heart of Midtown. The first suburban supermarket and retail center. Second floor office spaces were historically occupied by doctors and dentists and KFCY radio. I don't know why I'm always so freaking nervous. Over the course of nearly 10 years, 11 historic buildings, 9 of them certified tax credit projects, including the Ambassador Hotel, were completed. Nearly 300,000 square feet and private investment dollars at $55 million. From 2001 to 2015, 77 Oklahoma historic buildings have been rehabilitated using federal and state tax credits. These projects together represent $520 million in total private investment, averaging 450 new jobs per year, 6,746 jobs directly related and indirectly related to the construction. The History Center, photo archives, and online Oklahoman archives are invaluable for this work. The Barney Hillerman collection represents the work of a prolific photographer documenting everyday life, including buildings in the background and some of the richest images of historic Oklahoma City. The Metropolitan Library's online subscription to the Sanborn Fire Insurance map for the entire country is a priceless resource. The library and the Oklahoma Historical Society's inventory of city directories date back to the earliest years of the 20th century. Texas. Before Oklahoma preservation tax credits, Texas's investment in their historic buildings was 15 times that of Oklahoma. From 2011 to 2016, Oklahoma historic property owners invested 14 times more than all of Texas. But guess what? Texas, they, without a state income tax, adopted a state tax credit in 2015. It's 25% of QREs of a certified rehab project. In 1 year, Texas became 14th, Oklahoma was 15th in the nation for investment in certified rehab projects. That's my reading class. certified in 2014. The rehab of the Calvary Baptist Church in Deep Deuce preserved the original sanctuary space of this important community center in the midst of an equally important Black business district. For many years, the most frequent calls to the State Historic Preservation Office were inquiries regarding Marion Hotel in the Wallport, Midtown Renaissance Save Marion Hotel, now market rate apartments, and soon the Wallport will be in use as professional offices after more than 40 years of boarded windows, which are almost eligible for the National Register because the boards are that old. National Park Service reports that 50% of certified rehab projects are used for housing. In Oklahoma, 34% are mixed-use projects, and 25% are dedicated to housing only. 30 Oklahoma cities and towns have at least one pivotal completed tax credit project. These images, historic images, represent OKC buildings that will likely use preservation tax credits to close funding gaps and be rehabbed over the next 5 years. The Capitol Hill Commercial Historic District will soon be listed on the National Register of Historic Places. A handful of projects have already begun there, are already underway. Opportunities abound. Here's one. The Jewel Foundation is seeking investment partners for the redevelopment of the Jewel Theater. Tagged the last Black theater, it is individually listed on the National Register of Historic Places. The project seeks to establish a cultural center for Black film and the arts. Contact me if you have ideas. Here's the primary takeaway. Every dollar of state preservation tax credits earned by a certified rehab project generates $11.70 in economic activity. Economic activity that generates tax revenue at the local, county, and state levels. It's like new math, 1 equals 1170. State and federal preservation tax credits are a substantial revenue builder for Oklahoma. Tell your legislators, thank you.